Good morning, happy Thursday. Hope you are doing great. So what is it that 95% of us are doing wrong when we are dieting? And in case you don't know me, my name is Jason Chaney, and that's what we're going to dig into today. So let's go ahead and get into it. So 95% of Americans are all making the same mistake. And this is when it comes to actually trying to lose weight and doing diets. The reason why most diets fail is because they do not address this one thing. This one thing is called the food home. It is like your GPS. It is preloaded with destinations. We have destinations for emotional situations, whether we're happy, sad, celebrating, or depressed. We also have frequently visited destinations, which are just like Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, 4th of July. These are destinations where every time of the year at the same time, we go to the exact same foods. Not only do we go to those same foods, we're craving those foods as that day is coming up. Our body is can feel it on a chemical level, like, okay, it's Christmas time. It's time to get dressed and it's time to get turkey. It's time to have all of this food and to go into shock. Which sends the body into shock. And so I'm not going to go into that part too much, but this is why the food home is very important. Once you start understanding your food home, you can start breaking these things down. Also, if you're not in the Facebook group, click the link up above or below, depending on where it is on this video. And just go in there, because I share a little bit more tips and I go into more detail than what I do here on the page itself. And also today I shared a real quick, simple trick to actually start resetting your food home right away. And it works every time. And so one of the reasons that the food home for most people is a problem is because they're not aware of our food home. It isn't something that we made a decision to make. Our food home was put up on us usually by the time we were 7 years old. By the time we reach 7 years old, we have a very generic palette of what we go to. And then once we hit teenagers, we actually just add on up to that. And then usually by 25 after college, most people are not changing their food homes at all. In fact, we are eating the exact same foods each and every day. And here's one of the reasons why. It's because we're considering macronutrients food groups. And what I mean by that is most of us are eating protein. If you're 95% of American, you are eating a very dominant protein-rich diet, meaning you are eating a macronutrient and you're giving up actual food groups. So this is very important. This is why being supercharged, this is why I developed this program. This is why I was able to get the results so rapidly and keep the results. And so, especially like if you've tried the very popular diet, I'm not going to say the name of it, but where you cut out the potatoes and bread. That is actually cutting out a food group and telling you to eat a macronutrient, which is fat, protein. You don't need those things because all you're doing is you're tearing down the body. Think about it as a car. And the reason I like to consider the body as a car, because it's a real easy way and it's a way. Okay, sorry, internet's acting up today. So think of the body as a car. If say you need power steering fluid in your car, so it's hard to turn the wheel. You're really struggling. So because it's hard to turn the wheel and you're just going and you're like, okay, let me just put some oil in the car. I'm gonna put some more 10W30 in there. The car didn't need more oil. It needed power steering fluid. And that is the exact same thing that we're doing to our bodies when we're taking away a whole food group and just using a macronutrient. We're not giving the body what it needs. And you may see some results, but long term, you're just harming the body. Because the same way as if you keep putting oil in there and not putting the power steering fluid, eventually the steering wheel is going to lock up. But also that oil pump is going to start going bad too because you've been putting the wrong thing in there. So I hope that was helpful for you. And if you like this, make sure you just click the link above again. Just go to the Facebook group. And we will be doing another 7-day challenge, 7-day jump start soon. So I hope to see you there, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Ciao.